You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Hey, what's up guys? It's Grant with Backwoods Adventure Mods. We're out here in beautiful Ouray, Colorado, and we thought what better place to show you guys all these brand new Tundra products. So we have a brand new front bumper, rear bumper, rock sliders, 2 different bed racks, and a roof rack that we're gonna walk around and show you guys all the features of this thing. Rather than release these products one by one, we wanted to put them on our company truck, completely kitted out, and show you guys in one video, you know, how all the design kind of works together and what it looks like. So we'll start up front at the bumper. This is our brand new hybrid bumper. Now, just like all of our bumper systems, and what makes us special as a company is our hybrid design. So this is a 2-piece bumper. So this interior piece is a steel winch cradle, and you have your steel recovery points poking out, and that allows you to drop in a winch really easy and gets all your wiring and stuff like that. And then you can put this aluminum outer shell over the top so it slips over these recovery points. So total one-man install, very simple, very minimal cutting as well. You're just kind of cutting this front grill right here. Parking sensors work great. We have 2 large cutouts here for airflow, but also so you can see your winch spooling up and you can work that clutch on your winch. Very lightweight overall package. Again, it looks very integrated into the truck. We wanted to make something that wasn't super intrusive and kind of looked really at home on these Tundras. All right, next up, we're gonna go over our rock sliders. Now, we think this is the perfect combination of a rock slider and a step. These trucks are huge, and especially if they're lifted, you need a solid platform to get in and out, to get your gear, you know, up top on your roof. So these are at a 0 degree, and that again allows you that rock slider protection, but also a great step. These are DOM tubing, so they're super, super strong, and we have an aluminum top plate up here. So you're saving a little bit of weight up there. Again, it's kind of like our hybrid design. We're incorporating aluminum and steel into our products. Back here, we have this really nice kick out. So it's gonna hold the weight of your truck. You know, if you need to pivot around this point to get around an obstacle or something like that, it's gonna give you enough clearance here to protect your body, you know, from rocks or something getting into the body of the truck. And again, it's a huge platform for a step. And then on these top plates, we do have these cutouts for mud and water and stuff like that to drain. And you know, if you got dogs or little kids, their feet aren't gonna fall through here and get in trouble. So that's our rock slider. Let's move on to the rear bumper. Now, Toyota gave us a fantastic platform on these trucks, but what they didn't give us is stuff like solid recovery points, a spot for additional lighting, you know, a nice step back here. So we wanted this to integrate and look really nice in the truck without, you know, doing all these cuts and everything like that and kind of butchering it up. So this is a true bolt-on. There's no cutting, like I said. You know, you can do this in your driveway at home. It's very simple. This is a full steel bumper, by the way. And we thought doing a full steel on these rears, I mean, these don't have the best departure angle, but if you do come off something, you're gonna be completely protected with this being fully steel. I wanna talk about the towing as well. So we wanted to retain all the strength that Toyota gave you from the factory, so we didn't touch the trailer hitch whatsoever. So if you wanna tow with this bumper, no issues at all. Underneath right here, we gave you a couple inches of additional ground clearance. We know that's important off-road. Obviously, we're all adventurers and off-roaders, and every single inch of ground clearance we can get, we're gonna take. All right, moving on to these lights. So if you're not a light guy, no worries. We do send a block-off plate. You know, if you want to completely blank this out and not run anything, no issues there. But if you do, we have provisions to where you can easily bolt in lights. Speaking of lighting, we'll talk about these tag lights. You don't have to cut or splice anything from your factory lights. All we do is give you a bracket to simply relocate that tag light into this spot. So no fuss there. And then we have a trailer plug, little cutout here that just snaps in, super simple. We have 2 cutouts here on the license plate. Again, that just bolts up, so no fancy relocation there. And then our parking sensors integrate right here. You'll have no issues backing up or anything like that. I want to talk about this step 2 up here. So we have some drain holes right here, but also this lip, it comes up a little bit taller. So if you step on this thing, you're really gonna have a ton of grip. You know, with your shoes or whatever, it's gonna dig into this, and you know, you're not gonna slip and fall. All right, last thing on this bumper, it does come powder coated, just like all of our other products. You know, the last thing you want is for something to show up and you have to schedule a powder coating appointment. This thing is ready to rip as soon as you get it out of the box, and it's ready to get bolted on. So now let's talk about our roof rack and our bed rack. Okay, next up is our aluminum bed rack. The one you're looking at here is the full height version, and it really creates a totally flat platform. Total flat platform up here. If you want to use it as a deck, you can stand up there, and it's really nice when it's paired with this roof rack. Our bed rack is extremely modular. There's a bunch of different holes here, and you get different configuration options here for the side panels. So you can move this thing up or down, add, subtract, whatever you want to do. Depends on obviously whatever gear you want to run on the side, whether that's max tracks, roto packs, you know, anything like that. On this version, we do include, just like our roof rack, which I'll go over in a minute, we do include handholds right here that work for the Agency 6 handles. So if you want to buy those, they drop in just perfect. There's no drilling or anything required there. And then if you come to the back, I want to show you that we have an extrusion back here if you want to run chase lights up top. You can do that, and again, we have a bunch of different cutouts for mounting options for carriage bolts or stuff like that. Again, you can put an Agency 6 handle up there if you want. And then we also have some little holes here that you can tuck your wires behind if you do want to run chase lights. So that'll kind of clean up the look. You can zip tie this thing up and out of the way, and it'll look really clean. The install is pretty straightforward. It just bolts up to your factory tracks in your bed. Last thing I'll say about this is it is very strong. We have a bunch of bends in here that are really intentional to keep this thing from deflecting and moving around. You know, we've been in Ouray for the last week, and we've been bumping up and down trails. We haven't seen this thing move at all, especially with the rooftop tent up there. You know, it's handled the weight just fine. And then lastly on this thing, we do have our triple slot extrusions running up here. So great mounting surface for a rooftop tent or whatever you want to put up there. Okay, so this is our Drifter Series roof rack. And if you're familiar with our Drifter Series on our Toyota line, it shares a bunch of the same features from our 4Runner and Tacoma roof racks. These side panels are super strong and beefy, made of 1/4 inch aluminum. As you can see right here, we have pre-drilled handholds. So if you want to not run an Agency 6, you can. You know, you can get up and down this thing just fine. If you want to be super Gucci and buy these nice Agency 6 handles, again, they're going to bolt up just like they would on the bed rack back there. All right, now moving on to this fairing here. So we do have one of our extrusions on the back of this thing, and we've found that if we really beefing this thing up, it keeps it really quiet. I mean, we're 16 hours from Arkansas here to Ouray, and we haven't heard a peep out of this thing the whole way here. Again, that just makes it really stiff so it doesn't flutter and shake down the road. On top of this, we also have a bunch of different carriage bolt size and options that you can run Baja Designs LPs or whatever kind of light bar situation you want to put up here. There's a bunch of different slots to allow you to have that customization. All right, moving up to the top of this rack, we have our triple slot extrusions, and we didn't do this just to be unique. We did it to add strength. This thing is extremely rigid. Again, it allows you that additional channel to put stuff up here to mount whatever you want. And it's the same extrusions as all of our drifters, so it's gonna work. You know, if you wanna move one back, swap it around, change it up, you know, it's gonna be consistent with that look. All right, while we're up top, I wanna talk to you about these brand new deck panels that we have for the Drifter series. This is actually new to all of our series, so if you wanna run these on your 4Runner, your Tacoma, you can do that as well. But we know you guys use your trucks for more than just off-roading. You know, if you wanna go kayaking, you know, biking, whatever you want, we want to give you guys a bunch of options. And the way we interface this is with common stuff you can get like on Amazon, at the hardware store, stuff like that. Now you may be wondering what all these funny cutouts are for. It's very intentional, and we wanted to make it really universal for you guys to mount anything you want up here. So if you're familiar with L-track, E-track, you know, carriage bolts, bungee cords, all that is gonna work. So these plus shaped are for the E-track. These little 3 holes are for L-track accessories. These kind of regular looking ovals will accept a bungee cord. It kind of goes in there and loops around. And these shaped holes are for 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch carriage bolts. So these holes are going to allow you to fasten all those different mounting systems. And the most important thing is you're not reaching up under to secure a bolt or anything like that. It's all top faced, and you're not having to fight under these extrusions or under the side of your bed rack to mount anything. So it's all directly up here. And then the coolest thing is how we have this kind of set up is a deck. So if you want to put a chair up here, if you want to hang out, you want to drink your coffee in the morning, kind of lounge up here, it's super secure, very solid, no issues with 1, 2, 3 people up here. It's going to be completely fine and hold all that weight. All right guys, so that about wraps up all of our new products for the Tundra. And if you have any questions at all, please shoot us a DM on Instagram, send us an email at info@backwoodsadventuremods.com. We're excited to bring all these products at once to you guys rather than releasing them one by one. We have fallen in love with these trucks. They're absolutely bad to the bone, and we hope you guys enjoy these products as much as we do. Thanks for watching.
talking to you about our new bumper for the 3rd gen. I already hate it. I f***ing hate this. I hate to quit, man. One more time, this is it. This is it. I quit. I just don't even know where to go with that.
Last thing on our, you gotta be looking at me, dude. Right here, we're gonna move to the, you laughing? At ease, soldier. Just like all of our, perfect. I want people to see how pretty I am. Was that just awesome? Dude, this Jeep guy is really gonna ruin my video.
A couple things. How did you word it? Add lights, we're also gonna send blank off plates. It's both sides.
Watch that finger. So we've really solved that, and sorry, dude. We do include a block. And we just think it looks good too, you know. This is our fully fudge around. Dude, are you good?
I know,
you are getting absolutely
I know,
murdered. Want something a little bit lower?
Dude.
You know, to schedule a powder coat session, that's not a thing. Dude, you're getting destroyed. Dude, I mean, I'm dancing too.